On April 28th, Nintendo is releasing a brand new edition of Mario Kart 8 that was originally released on the Wii U, and they're gonna call it Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But they just should have called it Mario Kart 8 You're Gonna Buy It Again anyways. Since I really love everything Mario Kart related, I figured out it could be pretty cool to do a little retrospective of this iconic game series. Welcome back to the Mario Kart Retrospective. In 2004, a brand new handheld was released by Nintendo, and it wasn't a new Game Boy. In fact, it would be a brand new handheld with two screens called the Nintendo DS. It would only be 1 year later that Nintendo would release a brand new Mario Kart game for this new handheld, and thus Mario Kart DS was born. As you can see from the footage, this game doesn't have two characters per kart like the previous game in the series. It actually came back to a more classic style of Mario Kart goodness. 12 characters are available to play in this game, being Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Toad, Donkey Kong, Wario, Bowser, Daisy, Drybones, Waluigi, and Rob the Robot. Yup, that's right, the original robot from the NES era. Yeah. You can also play as a Shy Guy in download play, but you know what, we'll get back to this later in the video. One thing the game did keep from the previous game is the ability to choose your kart. There are a total of 36 karts in Mario Kart DS, and each have their own top speed, acceleration, weight, handling, drifting abilities, and good item probability. You've heard that right, some karts can get you better items. When you first start off the game, you can choose between 2 karts per character, but you'll unlock one more as you go. The game features 16 brand new tracks, each divided into 4 cups. The Mushroom Cup brings you to the Figure 8 circuit, Yoshi Falls, Cheep Cheep Beach, and Luigi's Mansion. The Flower Cup will make you go through Desert Hills, Delfino Square, Waluigi Pinball, and Shroom Ridge. The Star Cup will make you discover DK Pass, Tick Tock Clock, Mario Circuit, and the Airship Fortress. Finally, the Special Cup will show you Wario Stadium, Peach Gardens, Bowser's Castle, and the one and only Rainbow Road. In addition on having those 16 amazing new tracks, the game introduces 16 retro tracks, 4 coming from the SNES game, 4 from the N64, 4 from the Game Boy Advance, and 4 from Double Dash. The Shell Cup reintroduces SNES Mario Circuit 1, N64 Moo Moo Farm, Peach Circuit, and Luigi Circuit. The Banana Cup will bring you to SNES Donut Plains, N64 Frappe Snowland, Game Boy Advance Bowser Castle 2, and GameCube's Baby Park. The Leaf Cup is home of SNES Koopa Beach 2, N64 Choco Mountain, Game Boy Advance Luigi Circuit, and GameCube Mushroom Bridge. Finally, Lightning Cup brings back SNES Choco Island 2, N64 Banshee Boardwalk, Game Boy Advance Sky Garden, and GameCube's Yoshi Circuit. Starting with this game, every Mario Kart game will now feature some retro tracks in addition to the brand new ones, and that's one thing I really like. Most of the classic Mario Kart items are all back in Mario Kart DS, so you know, you'll get mushrooms, golden mushrooms, fake item boxes, banana peels, green, red, and the infamous blue shells, the star power, and the lightning bolt, as well as the bomb that made a return from Double Dash, and the Boo power-up, which makes a return from Super Circuit. 2 brand new items make their first appearance here, being the Blooper, which sprays ink on the screen and makes it very difficult to see, and the Bullet Bill, which transforms a kart into a bullet bill that goes super fast and that soars through the air, hitting everyone in its path. Grand Prix mode is back with 50, 100 and 150cc and the mirror mode, just like the previous entry, and the ranking system makes its comeback from Mario Kart Super Circuit. So, you know, if you're like me, you'll want to get that 3 stars ranking. Time Trial is back and features staff ghost times that you can try to take on. You can also download ghost data from other players and race against their ghosts. In the versus mode, you choose your kart and your track and you just play to win. Up to 8 players can play together via wireless play with only one cartridge for a limited experience, or with everyone having their own copy of the game for the true optimal experience. If you're playing in the simple mode with one cartridge, everyone plays as a different color of Shy Guy and there are only a couple tracks available. The battle mode is back with the traditional balloon battle mode and Shine Runners, which is really similar to Shine Thief from Double Dash, where you want to collect as much Shine Sprites as you can. 6 tracks are available to battle on, being Twilight House, a scary mansion, Palm Shore, a calm beach, Tart Top, which is the top of a pie, Nintendo DS, which is a giant Nintendo DS, and 2 tracks are back from older Mario Kart games, being Block Fort from the N64 version and Pipe Plaza from Double Dash. A brand new mode is introduced in Mario Kart DS called the Mission Mode. Just as the name implies, this mode gives you a couple of missions with objectives to complete, such as driving through gates, collecting coins, destroying boxes, destroying enemies, racing a computer, and even defeating huge boss battles. You've heard that right! Boss battles in a Mario Kart game! What the heck? This game is also the first Mario Kart game to ever support online play via the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection mode. In this mode, you and 4 players can play on 20 of the 32 courses available in 100cc mode, without triple bananas, and without triple shells, or without any items held behind your back. Yeah, it was kind of primitive at the time, but I mean, you gotta start somewhere, right? Funny story here, we may all have Wi-Fi available everywhere nowadays, but back then it wasn't the case, and I didn't have Wi-Fi at home and I really wanted to try the online from Mario Kart DS, so I actually had to go to my local Pizza Hut restaurant to play Mario Kart DS. It was the only place in my city where I knew they had free Wi-Fi, and it was super slow and super laggy, and I got disconnected half of the time. And it was just amazing. Good times. Mario Kart DS was very well received by critics and players and has a score of 91% on Metacritic and has sold a whopping 23.6 million copies, completely destroying any previous records made by any Mario Kart game before that. Now that's pretty impressive. Next time, we will take a look at the first game in the series to introduce motion controls, Mario Kart Wii. Subscribe if you want to make sure not to miss anything, and don't forget to hit that like button as it really helps me out. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you really soon.